Now, you can go to the salon, and the salon does wonderful things. But if your nails are like some of the issues that I am going to address, no nail polish is really going to do a great job. You still need your nails to look good underneath all of the wonderful polish and designs and things that they do. But let's go over some of the nail issues that are common. First off, B12. B12 is a very important vitamin when it comes to your nails. B12 is needed for cell growth. It's needed for the development of cells and repair. If you don't get enough B12, you can get megaloblastic anemia. That sounds ugly, but it's anemia when your red blood cells get large, but they're immature on the inside. So if they're immature on the inside, they're not going to function as well. So what we need to do is to make sure that we are taking in enough B12. Some sources of B12. Well, before I get into the sources of B12, let me say you can get issues such as ridges. You know, if you've seen ridges and you go to the salon, they try to polish it out. You can get ridges in your nail. Your nails can be very thin, and so thin that they can break, they can tear, they can peel. You can get discoloration, a yellowish hue or a blue, blackish kind of hue to them. Or you can get, it's like a spoon-shaped nail. That's not healthy looking. That's not attractive. Those are some issues that you would get if you're not getting enough B12. Now, let's get to the food sources. On my program, I promote primarily a plant-based diet. So the majority of the food sources that I'm going to cover are plant-based. So, sources of B12. So food sources, eggs, dairy products. You can get B12 from fortified cereal, fortified non-dairy milk. Now, there are several sources of non-dairy milk. You have different manufacturers, so you want to read the food label to make sure that the product that you like or the product that you're getting has B12 in it. It may not be in all of the non-dairy food products, so be looking for it. You can also get B12 from nutritional yeast and plant-based meat sources. They're like meat alternatives. You can get those in the frozen breakfast section. You can get them sometimes in a can, but they're like fake meats. I call them fake meats. And you have them hamburger, chicken, even chicken nuggets. You have so many that you can choose from, or just the ground beef. And you can get B12 from shiitake mushrooms. You want to make sure that you're getting your healthy fats. So we've already talked about B12, but make sure you also include those healthy fats. When I say healthy fats, that's fats that you can get from salmon. You can get them from nuts, chia seeds, flax seeds. You can also get from omega-3 fatty acids, from olive oil, olive oil, and grapeseed oil, avocados. So there are a number of sources where you can get healthy fats from. And the reason why you want them is to bring moisture to your nails. You want moisture, and that moisture can protect your nails and your cuticles. You know, sometimes your nails can look good, but your cuticles look dried out and just wretched looking. That's not attractive. And you can get, splitting of the nails and breakage. Your nails aren't as flexible. Something else I want you to focus on is protein, because you need several amino acids for growth and repair of your nails. And that's one of the functions of protein. You have these foods that I'm getting ready to mention have plentiful amount of those, and eating a wide variety, and you should be getting enough protein. You can look at your nails to see if they're growing, if they're healthy, then you probably are getting enough protein. But the amino acids are needed to build and strengthen nails, to strengthen the keratin. And the keratin is the main structural protein in nails. Some food sources, and again, I'm going to focus mainly on plant-based food sources, would be eggs, dairy, beans, peas, lentils, chickpeas, quinoa. Those are some good sources of protein. Also salmon. Iron is a trace mineral. You definitely want enough of that. Otherwise you would get anemic. And anemic is your red blood cells aren't doing what they're supposed to. The opposite of B12, which is macrocytic anemia, you would get the microcytic anemia. That means your red blood cells did not grow enough. Food sources of iron: dark green leafy vegetables, spinach, preferably cooked spinach, and peas, or let's just say legumes. So that's beans, peas, lentils, chickpeas, and fortified cereals, tofu. Iron supports hemoglobin product, which delivers oxygen to the cells. It's important for nail growth and strength. Vitamin E. We need vitamin E, again, because it brings the moisture to our nails. With moisture to our nails, it can prevent dryness, breaking, peeling, and all those things that are very unattractive. And you also need the vitamin E moisture for the cuticles, not just the nail bed, but also for the cuticles. It increases the blood circulation to the nails, and it helps to fight environmental damage. So good sources of vitamin E are nuts, seeds, salmon, trout. See in the beauty salon or in the cosmetic section of even the grocery store, vitamin E oil. That would be good to put on your nails because it would be good for the nail bed and the cuticles so that you don't have those dry cuticles. But so put the vitamin E oil on the outside of your nails and you're taking the food sources on the inside. That's a good system. And the last thing I want to cover is zinc. Zinc's very important for nails. You could get, sometimes you see people's nails, and if you notice, they get the white spots on them, or you may have seen your own nails with the little white spots on them. They're just little teeny white spots. I'll have a picture to show you what I'm talking about. That could be due to some other illnesses, but it also could be due to a zinc deficiency. We need zinc. A deficiency could cause nail discoloration, brittle nails, and lines appearing on nails. And food sources of zinc are eggs, dairy, and almonds, peanuts, nuts, seeds, legumes, and I say legumes, that's beans, lentils, chickpeas, peas, and also whole grains. So those are a number of sources to help you with getting the nutrients that you need to fuel your body and to protect your nails, to bring moisture to your nails, to help prevent breakage, discoloration, ridges, and all of the things that when we go to the salon, we want the magic wand and make it happen. Well, you may go to the salon and they could cover and put gel on and other things to cover your nails, but underneath, those nails are not healthy. And I don't particularly like to wear nail polish all the time. I like to go through periods where I like to let my nails breathe. So during that time, I don't have anything that's going to cover them. I want my nails to look good, even though I don't have polish or anything on them. You can go to the salon, but the best nails come from your diet. Include these food sources. I wanted to share that information with you because I know that diet is very important if you want good looking nails and healthy nails. Well, anyway, I wanted to share that with you. I'm Daz. I'm out. See you next show.